What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Cutting Corner. Remember, no G, no S. And as always, go birds. All right, y'all. I'm here with you today because, I watch a lot of YouTube, as you can tell.
Well, guess what? So do I.
But I'm trying to get my membership up. So I need y'all to like, follow, subscribe, check me out. But I was watching a video and it showed me how to get this color into your gun. And as you can see, I did this one with my Palmetto State PS9, and I'm going to share the process with you. But I just have just one better little tip for you. So I started this, but I'm going to finish this later. I want to do this right because I want to take off the handle and the grip and the fire level, safe lever, so I can do this right. I don't want to get anything. But let's show you what I will be working on. Let's put that to the side. Alrighty. What I will be working on is one of the first weapons I bought, and one of my first firearms. This is the Springfield XDS. This is chambered in .45. Everything is empty. My PS9 was empty just to come confirm it. Had no magazine. Empty. Empty. Let's take that off, save it. So nothing in the chamber. All right, with that. Same with this. No magazine. Nothing in the chamber. All right, so this is one of the first firearms that I bought.
Boy, I'm so proud of you.
Chambered in .45, as I said. I don't know what kind of grip I got on there. That looks like some type of hose grip. I'm not sure, but anyway, I'm going to color this side in. All right, I said some people don't like colors on their guns, and I don't like colors on all my guns. Some guns I want to keep clear. So I carefully went through my collection and decided which ones am I going to do that with. This became a good candidate. All right, so let's tell you everything you need for this. All right, first thing you need is a firearm. Okay.
Really?
Second thing you need, which is important, is a paint pen. Now, this particular pen I got from one of the big name craft stores, but you probably get this from one of the big name retailers also. So it doesn't cost much. A few dollars, but it's acrylic. And I suggest that you get acrylic because I'm not sure what an oil-based paint will do on the metal. So stay with acrylic. What you also need is some paper towels, okay? Some gloves because this can get messy. You can use some alcohol. I have some acetone here just in case, all right? And you also need some oil because you will be going down to the bare metal on this, all right? Also, check out the best sauce on the planet. I'll leave a link. All right, now, first things first, what you want to do, you want to prep your surface. So you want to take your alcohol. And you want to prep your surface. Now, pardon me as I grab my glasses. Here. Okay. So just a little more in there. And you want to wipe down the surface. You want to wipe it down, get all the dirt off. Now this gun might be a little dirty internally, but we're not going inside. So we're just going to wipe this down with the alcohol until it gets clear. Try to get into the grooves if you can. get all the dirt out of there. And I'm just going to be going inside of the slide that has XP-S-45 ACP 3.3. Let's bring that in. So that's what I am going to be highlighting. And the color of this pen is a gray. It's like a silver. It's like a silver gray. They do have other colors that you can get, but I wanted to keep it simple. I do have there's a blue tone that I like that I might use on my SFAR by Ruger. I have a blue charging handle on there, so I think a blue accent might work right. But let's get to this one. So I'm going to do both sides because eventually I'm going to do both sides. So let's just get it nice and clean with the alcohol. Wipe that down. See the dirt coming off of there. Okay, so, but let's stay on that side just to make sure. Right, let's stay on that side just to make sure that's nice and clean. I'll get plenty of alcohol on mine. So I will probably have to get in here and do some. I will have to get in here and do some internal cleaning. So let that dry out. I'm gonna wave it around. A little air going across. I like to take a towel, clean one. Take a clean one. Just go over it one more time with a clean, just to make sure. And that comes out just a little bit cleaner, just a little bit cleaner. So we'll just say that towel, put that one to the side. Got on the alcohol, so don't have an accident, because y'all know I drop everything. Looks to be still a little wet in here, so I'm gonna bring it up and blow a little air in there. A little forceful air just to also clear out some fibers from the paper towel. So pardon the breath. So just give it a quick blow, and it looks a little dry. Now, what he did next was just went in there with this pen. You gotta shake it up really good. I need to see that on camera. Shake it up real good. And he went in and started filling this in. But to save time on cleanup, I am going to block this off with some tape. I should show you, before I tell you why I'm using this tape, let's go back. The reason why I decided to use the tape is when I used it on here, you could still see some residue of the pen. Just slightly, you can see some residue of the pen, and I want to keep it off. The first time I didn't tape it off. This time I'm going to tape it off because I don't want that residue to get everywhere. All right, so I'm going to tape it off. Let's bring it a little closer so I can see. Tear that here because I think that's a little too much space up in here that I want to deal with. We'll come back down here. Let's get that off my glove. Just under it, because I don't want too much paint around. Let's tear this down the middle, possibly. This is some pretty good tape here. Tear that down the middle. Throw that over. I want a piece right in here. So I'm going to block all that off. Just only thing you're going to see is these. So I'll be back and tape that off. All right, y'all. Got everything blocked off here. So what I'm going to do is start, give that another shake. start applying the ink. Now let's see if I can get a little closer for you here. A little closer so you can see what's going on. All right, so now what you're gonna have to do is dab the pen. Now I had this started yesterday. So what you're gonna do is just fill that up. And it's pretty full, so we just want to come over to the next one and rub in the paint. Rub in the paint. Try not to get it under. I don't think I put a nice seal on here, but try not to get it under your tape. Make sure you got a nice seal too. All right, so I'm gonna let that sit in there just for a second because it's enough that came out of there. So I'm gonna rub it off just to kind of work it into the grooves there. All right. You don't need much, you really don't. So I'm going to take the towel that I used earlier to test, and what I'm just going to do is just dab it off. I'm going to dab it off. I'll get one side, and this helps it dry a little faster. All right. I take most of the top paint off. I take most of it off. Now, we're gonna let that sit for 10 minutes. Then we're gonna come back. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna check it out in 10 minutes when the paint dries. All right, so see you in 10 minutes. So unfortunately, my microphone goes out again. Just the woes of a YouTuber. But here, I have a paper towel. I was testing it to see if it's dry. So I have a paper towel with some alcohol on it, and as you see, I'm rubbing it back and forth. So it's dry to the touch. And I'm taking the towel and I'm rubbing it back and forth. As you can see, it's pulling up the surface paint. You must be careful while you're doing this because this is the time, if you go back and forth like I'm doing right here, you can pull the paint out a lot easier, out from the cracks a lot easier. So later on, you'll see me just start wiping one way, one direction, because it seems like I got a cleaner wipe, and I wasn't pulling so much paint out of the grooves. As you see, it is starting to show up. I do like the contrast to it with this gun. I do like the contrast. But what I must say, I am a little disappointed because you could see the outline of the paint. You can see the outline of the paint from around the tape. Now, I must say I do like my Palmetto State job better than I like this job. But maybe I'm just the perfectionist that I am. It still looks good. You really have to be up on it to notice that the imperfections. Pardon me. See, I'm rubbing my tape down because I start peeling it up and I didn't want to get no paint under the tape. All right, so after I noticed that I had some residue, I decided to use a little acetone. I don't know if acetone is a good thing for this particular gun. It depends on your finish. So I'll tell you to be very careful when using acetone, because when I use the acetone after I pulled the tape up, it seemed to leave some imperfections, if you ask me. So here I'm taking the tape off so I can get a good look, and maybe you can see what I'm talking about when I'm speaking on the highlight. It looks rather nasty right here because it deserves a little more cleaning. But what I just showed you, that's that mark I don't like so well. Right. But this is my first firearm, one of my first firearms, so I felt like I can sacrifice this. I would not do this to my newer firearms. No, I really wouldn't. All right. So now I believe I'm still using alcohol, trying to get that off. It's still alcohol. And I see it stands out. It stands out. It's not as neat as I thought it would be, but it still looks good. It's done by me, so I take a lot of pride in that. Here's where I start using the acetone. That's my Elk Ridge knife. Elk Ridge knife. Got two of those. Got one from the gun show. Actually, I got them both from the gun show off the $5 bin. Or maybe that might have been a $10 bin, but that's a very good knife. Has a nice sharp edge, and it keeps the edge too. The blade is thick, and it's one of those, I guess, flip out knives, and I like it. All right, so now you can see the acetone is just going away faster. Just going away a whole lot faster. But it did not pull up everything. Let's put it that way. It did help a little bit. It did help a little bit, but it didn't pull everything up that I wanted to. So now remember, when you wipe down your gun with alcohol or acetone, you're gonna have to lube it. So I got some Lucas Extreme Duty gun oil here. Put a couple of drops on the top, and I just put it in. I like to let it sit on top for just a little while, not too long. It doesn't have to soak too long. Rub it in, get it inside all of the creases and all sides and all the cracks, just so it can penetrate. And I let it sit there for a little while, and then I wipe it down. You'll see I wipe it down. It's a nice little coating on there. This way you can protect you'll protect your metals that you took down to the bare metal. Especially the acetone. Acetone does a great job cleaning down to the bare metal. Alright, so wipe it down. And to me, that's a good looking gun. So if you want to try it, I would say try it with a firearm you're willing to take a loss. It's not a loss, but you can afford to put a blemish on it or two. All right, so I don't think I've ruined my firearm. No, I don't. I really don't. It's still worth something, and it looks better to me. Yeah, little cat hair. I know. I get her out the way. Get that cat hair out the way. Anyway. Yeah, so this was a fun project to do. Easy, simple. Firearm's still going to work if I messed up. So, this is a project I don't mind taking on. I don't even mind taking on some of the projects that need internal work. You see, I bring it up, trying to get a little more of that oil off of there, blend it in, rub it into the. Oh, doesn't she look pretty? She looks pretty. So, what I need y'all to do is like, follow, subscribe, Cut and Corner. Remember, no G, no S, and as always, go Birds.